Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, Episode 8. For now, I'm gonna stay like that on my couch, because if I'm like that, see, you can't see me anymore, I can't see you anymore. So for now, I'm staying right there. I'm glad to be there for one new episode. I just watched episode 7. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. I'm gonna put also the link for the playlist that I made for this anime and also for other animes, just in case you want to watch all of my reaction videos for them with all of the videos into the chronological order. You have that through this playlist, and yes, on Patreon you have the same stuff, the same ways, you know, to organize things with playlists. I think that they are named collections on Patreon, something like that. During the last episode we had Satoru fighting with Mount Fuji cursed spirit, volcano cursed spirit, I don't know how to name him. I know that they said his name, but I can't remember his name. No matter what, they fought together and I thought that it was really cool. I wanted this fight to show me the difference between a 1 year, you know, first year student and a guy, a sorcerer, who is presented as the best one. And clearly I was not disappointed, because we saw that Satoru is fucking great. He was never touched, not even a minute, by volcano spirit, you know, by his things, not even 1 minute, and he managed to attack him and he was so fast and all. Also, middle of the fight, he walked away to take Yuji with him so he could kill that spirit, you know, or at least try, but, you know, showing it to Yuji like it was a lesson. It shows the confidence that Satoru had to win that fight. It was predictable, like I thought about it, like for sure Satoru would win that fight, but it was also predictable on the other side, like volcano spirit, he was warned by the other one, by that guy, by Geto. He was warned by him about the fact that he couldn't do it all by himself, that they would need more organization around that, and it was really because of the fact that Satoru is the best that it was one of the conditions why they should do something against him to maybe at some point win that war against the sorcerers. So I knew that Satoru would win, but it was cool to see how. We had more information about that mysterious guy who gave these information to these cursed spirits, with the fact that he's named Geto. He met with Maito. Maito, I think. The one with scars on him. But you know, these two, Geto and Maito, I'm not sure, are they cursed spirits or not, or are they humans? They look like humans, but at the same time they are working with cursed spirits against the sorcerers, and also they have a lot of information about the sorcerer's side. So that's why at some point I suspected that maybe Geto was one of the sorcerers, you know, even maybe one of the teachers of Yuji's school, that something was going on. We had maybe a betrayal situation, a rat situation. Now I'm not so sure of that anymore, but I still think that it's suspicious that they have so many information about what is happening at this school, what happened with Yuji, all of that. No? Like, how can it be so well known by everyone what happened to Yuji with Sukuna? And also something that I didn't notice, and which is also a really good question, is the fact that these cursed spirits, they can talk that well. When we saw that the other ones, they had difficulties to talk and they were talking, you know, just about one thing, like something weird was happening with them. Not these ones they can talk, they can make plans, like really they have a brain, a mind, they have purposes and all. Why that difference? Is it just a question of grade? Because there are special grades cursed spirits. During the last episode, we learned a little more about this universe with the expand domains, the rules, into your own domain, all of that. I'm glad to know about it, but really, this anime, for this universe, I'm like, I know not even 5% of this universe and the rules of this universe, and it's a little frustrating because okay, each time you're giving me new information and I'm trying my best to understand them, to not just remember them but also understand them, but each time I'm not so sure of myself that I truly understand them, and I'm pretty sure no matter what that in fact it's just a little of what you're supposed to tell me about that particular rule, and all of the rules for sure. It's a little frustrating. Like, I love to understand stuff, and watching this anime, I'm not sure that really I get everything. Like, for example, Satoru, cursed energy, the fact that he's playing with infinity, his domain, how it looks like. I understand, what he does with it, but how can it work? And does it mean that each of them, they have a different kind, and how can it be explained, and why this one for this person? Like, I'm not sure that I understand that. I want to know more. Please explain me stuff more. But something that I truly understand is the fact that this school is not really a school. Like, they are not taking classes, they don't have really teachers to teach them stuff. The fact that Satoru just said to Yuji, I'm gonna teach you how to fight, you're gonna fight me until, the exchange competition between the two schools. Like, no moments at school to learn stuff and all. Like, really, just everyone is doing what they want. It's just a name, in fact, that school. It's just a place where people are gathering, but it's not really a school. Like, they are not really learning stuff. It's weird. That principal, I'm not sure that you're truly a principal. In fact, you're just the manager of this place. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go for this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have these reaction videos earlier. On Patreon, we have 4 episodes of advance, meaning 2 weeks of advance. It's really a lot. You have also these reaction videos in full opacity and with the full reaction part, all of my reactions and my thoughts to the entire episode. It's with the level 3 on my Patreon. It's the best way to support me, my Patreon. I'm a little reactor, so each little help is welcomed, really, if you want and if you can. Let's go for this episode. Ah! It's already... It's not the day of the event, but it's a meeting. Mai. It's not the... Actual tweets? Are you gonna defend him? Hey. Cool for you? Like, and what? That's your mom, right? And you're just a cliché. You? Again? Really? You're so weak right there to use again. What? Cursed user Ghetto? So you know about him? You know about Ghetto? So he's not a former sorcerer like I thought. You're not afraid summoning your pets. I thought you would bring Nue, and in fact Nue is not one animal. You can match them also together like that, mix them. He's well trained. You're making it to be boring, repeating that is boring. What? Who are you? Honda, I recognize you, but the other one, is he Fudu guy or not? Okay, yes. You can say other stuff than food words. He's gonna want his revenge now. What did you do to her?
うちのパシリに何してんだよ、マイ。落ちこぼれすぎて気づかなかったわ、マキ。お前だって物に呪力を込めるばっかりで、術式もクソもねえじゃねえか。重力がないよりマシよ。
I'm not just in competition, like.
ノーラ、勝てるか？無理よ。しばらく起きないわ。
What did you do to her?
何？やる気。
Ah, and in fact you were wrong.
おろしたてのジャージにバカした穴開けやがって。てめえのその制服を置いてけよ、私の夏服にしてやる。落とせ。
帰るぞ、マイ。
Come on, stop your little games.
お前と違って俺にはまだ東京に大事な用があるんだよ。だから
Like?
ちゃんと怖くなな。
Yes.
さっきの本当なの？呪力がないって。
Not at all?
このメガネがねえと呪いも見えねえ。私が使うのは十分。じゃあなんで呪術師なんか。嫌がらせだよ。見下されてた私が大物術師になってみろ。家の連中どんな面すっかな。楽しみだ。
It's a personal reason.
さっさと翔子さんのとこ行くぞ。
Like it's a personal reason also for you, no matter.
尊敬してますよ。
She also wants to prove stuff to people.
矢賀学長はしばらく来ないよ。
Oh, who are you, you?
その説はどうも、学願寺学長。
はて、その説とは。
虎杖裕二のことだ。星の筆頭のあんたも一枚噛んでんだろ。
Uh-huh.
最近の老人は主語がでかくて参るよ、ほんと。
ちょっと、これは問題行動ですよ。しかるべきところに報告させてもらいますからね。
Do that.
52。
Good?
こっちも長話する気はないよ。
You want to do good, but still you're fine.
未登録の特級呪霊2体に襲われた。
それは災難じゃったの。
僕にとっては街でアンケート取られたくらいのハプニングさ。
You don't seem that disturbed. Old guy, you know, by what Satoru said. Not that surprised.
生徒のレベルも近年急激に上がっている。これからの世 特急なんて物差しや測るな。牙を向くのが僕だけだと思ってんだ。痛い目見るよ、おじいちゃん。
少しおしゃべりが過ぎるの。
I don't think so. And I think that it's right. You got too used to.
さあ、野外学長は2時間くらいで来るよ。じゃあねー。
You got too used of being at peace, you know, being okay with a situation, and you didn't pay attention that maybe it's already changed. We're really gonna see you meeting your idol? Ah. That it's 1 month later, you know, for the chronology, I remember the little scene that we had, and I didn't know if it was in the future or the past because I didn't know the chronology. You're not afraid?
君、俺が見えるんだ。生産の現場です。覚悟はいいですよ、イタルン。
We are 1 month later? And you... Fake. You have yourself in.
どういたしまして。
You were supposed to come back with water or something like that. No?
茶は
何？
次の握手会だ。
It's what?
素晴らしさを肌で感じてこい。
You're gonna meet that idol also? ？She's nice, we can give her that.
確かに、高田ちゃんはそう簡単に言語化できる女ではない。
You fall in love? The guy right there at the end with Yuji, I don't know him at all. In the sense that I don't know his name. I saw it at multiple occasions, his name written, but I can't remember it at all, and I don't know anything about his character, who he is, why he's right there with Yuji. Is he a teacher? Is he a sorcerer? Is he someone that Yuji knew from before? Like, I don't know at all. But I know that fans of Jujutsu Kaisen, when they are talking about this anime, are talking a lot about this character. So, for what I understood, it's one of the favorite characters of people, you know, of fans. So I'm really waiting to meet him to know why he can be the favorite character of a lot of fans. Like, I'm waiting to discover him and to know why. Clearly for how he looks great. Right there, being with Yuji after that introduction about what happened into that theater, maybe we can understand that he is one of the sorcerers and they are supposed to stop that thing, you know, that cursed spirit. No, it's not a cursed spirit, it's... Oh, I can't remember his name. Maito? Who did that? A pressure with a crane, something like that. You know, the fact that he has scars on his face, maybe it can explain his cursed technique, something like that. No matter what, for me, that guy means that it's a sorcerer who is gonna fight with Yuji, who is gonna make that mission with Yuji. But Yuji is supposed to be dead for everyone, so I'm wondering about it. How can it be that he's gonna go on missions when everyone thinks that he's dead? Or maybe he already revealed that he's not? I'm a little confused also with the chronology of time, because right there, they said 1 month later and they give a month, you know, in the year 2018. And I thought that 2018 for this anime, it was before, you know, it was into the past, when right there they're implying that it's into the future, no? If Yuji is going right there with someone after an attack made by one of the cursed spirits. You know, I'm thinking now about that other scene that we saw at some point, saying that three students went for a mission and only 2 came back or something like that. We never had a return on that little, I was gonna say memory, that little scene that we had, and now that I'm confused about the chronology, I don't know if it was into the past, into the future, when it was. In fact, maybe I'm wrong to think that it's into the future, but no, 1 month later. No, it's into the future. I mean, they made a time jump, and we have that scene 1 month later with Yuji, who knows about the cursed energy, the cursed techniques, the cursed spirits, all of that. I need to rewatch that scene that we had before to see how it's functioning, the chronology. Okay, during this episode we had the presentation of 2 new characters. Mei, for one, who is Maki twin sister. The relationship that they are not just in competition, like really, they are against each other, they almost hate each other, they really consider the other one as weak, not worth it. They have really bad relationship. And I'm wondering, because of that, how did they grow up, what was their relationship growing up, how it can happen, you know, to finish like that. The fact that Zenin, you know, Maki has no cursed technique, that it's interesting, and the fact also that she can see cursed spirits only through her glasses, it's also interesting. I thought that being able to see cursed spirits just like that, it was one aptitude, one necessary aptitude that they should have to enter into this court, to maybe become one of these sorcerers. And I didn't even think that all of the ones who could do that had the opportunity to become sorcerers, because we saw the guy at the restaurant who felt that something was wrong with Geto, that he was with cursed spirits, and ran away. Clearly for me, that guy, that waiter, you know, at the restaurant, could have had that aptitude, and clearly was not one of the sorcerers. So, see? Right there, the fact that she can't see them without these glasses, now I'm like, in fact, it doesn't make sense, it's not a necessary aptitude, so in fact everyone can be a sorcerer. So we have the 2 of them, and we have Fushiguro, who fought against Togo? No. Todo, not Togo, Todo, who is obsessed with girls, and in particular tall girls, was that type and considers that someone with no type is boring. The fact that he's so obsessed by girls that is making that one of the conditions to consider someone interesting, it says a lot about him. How he was when he met that idol. I'm glad in the sense that I thought that it would be worse, weirder, that he would be more a perv during that moment. The fact that Mei met her and appreciated her, that's nice. But yes, that guy, clearly he knows how to fight. He's really good. Fushiguro had no chance against him right there. He was helped by Panda and Food Guy. I don't know his name, so Food Guy. Todo, right there, he just had some fun fighting with you, but he's really more focused on the event which is gonna come, and that event is really even more focused on fighting with Okatsu. Okatsu, it's a 3rd year, only 1 3rd year. Todo, Mai, Maki, Panda, Food Guy, Food World Guy, Okatsu. I have trouble with names, sorry, I have to be focused and to work that much on the names to be sure to remember all of them. The fact that they mocked Yuji's death. I appreciate how Nobara and Fushiguro, they answered to that. I really didn't appreciate the fact that a gun was involved right there. I didn't think that it would be a thing, guns, inside of this universe. And for her to threaten our girl with a gun so easily, so quickly. Like, it's really proving for me that she's weak. She only did it because nobody mocked her physical things, and clearly she was right because of what the other one said before that. But really to react like that, proof of your weakness. The principal right there talking with Satoru, that principal was one of the ancient, you know, the old guys who said that Yuji was not worth it. Satoru wanted to talk about it. The girl, I can't remember her name, I remember that it's beginning with an M. The fact that she was a fan of Satoru and she was trying to contain herself, that was fun. Okay, that was a good episode, lighter than the previous one, but full of names, of things for me to remember, so that's cool. And we have a little more the presentation of the characters that we're gonna deal with during the future episodes for that event that they are all preparing. We're gonna have several fights, you know, for that event, so that's pretty great to meet them before this event, so we know who are gonna be our enemies. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now. It's all for me and for you for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?